Yo, what's up? Here's a trailer reaction for the new gameplay from Mighty Thor in the Marvel's Avengers video game. So, without further ado, let's get to watching this trailer now. I'm so excited to finally get the chance to see this character in gameplay. I'm a huge fan of the Marvel's Avengers game and everything that's going on with it, so watching this character is really good. I know the game has a lot of problems, but hey, I'm a fan of the game. What can I say? There she is. I'm very curious to see what's the difference in her gameplay.
Jane Foster is the Mighty Thor, for she is worthy.
I mean, she looks really good. I think her design and everything is really dope.
Assemble your team, Midgardians. The Goddess of Thunder has arrived in Marvel's Avengers. Our new hero, Jane Foster, is the Mighty Thor. She is a ferocious force of nature with even more precise control of Mjolnir.
Okay, she already has some original Thor stuff.
Like Odin's son before her, is Thor. Her new twist on playing as a god of thunder means new team compositions and fresh co-op play. This allows original approaches to
Is she gonna
events,
have like
endgame Omega level threats and raid
team
challenges.
moves with Thor?
Jane Foster is a gifted doctor known for her skills and compassion for others. But fate had an even higher calling for her as the legendary goddess of thunder, the Mighty Thor.
Yeah, she's gonna be like Spider-Man and not have kind of like a story mode for fully, but have like this comic book thing.
Iconic comics written by Jason Aaron. She first appeared as the Goddess of Thunder in issue 1 of 2014's Thor.
Yeah,
After
she's pretty
Thor
new.
Odinson becomes unworthy to wield his hammer, Mjolnir sits dormant on the moon. Many try to pick it up, but none are deemed worthy. Until Jane, who is battling cancer, hears Mjolnir calling out to her. Wielding the awesome weapon, she transforms.
I read a little bit of her
into the
comic.
Mighty
She
Thor.
has a pretty good comic, and I'm
Her adventures
really interested to see where they go from here.
2015's Mighty Thor series and 2019's War of the Realms, culminating in an epic conclusion of Jane's arc when she transcends mortality and is reborn as Valkyrie. In Marvel's Avengers, Jane, the Mighty Thor, is torn from an alternate timeline through a rift in space-time caused
So
by
they're doing
Pac-Man
timelines instead of like
anomalies. In her alternate
multiverse
timeline,
stuff.
Jane became the Goddess of Thunder when Thor gave up Mjolnir after A-Day, stricken with grief over the tragedy and Jane's cancer diagnosis that followed.
Okay.
When Jane takes on the powers of Thor, her illness is held at bay. There's no going back to her normal life now.
Yeah,
must
she better not.
fight
She
on
gonna die.
as the Mighty Thor. Jane's Mighty Thor possesses all the strength and power of a god of thunder and is a wielder of Mjolnir. Long years of watching Thor Odinson up close have allowed the good doctor to fight with Mjolnir like a natural born
Okay, there's
god.
some stuff that's different.
However,
I'm starting to see.
Jane's relationship with Mjolnir isn't that of a son of Asgard, and she deploys the mighty hammer in ways that Odinson never did. Jane's unique talents with Mjolnir begin with All Mother's blessing, her new unique intrinsic ability, and God Tempest, her new overcharge, inspired by the Elder God sealed within Mjolnir. All Mother's Blessing builds its overcharge meter with melee attacks, and once full,
It looks like a lot of her
unleashes
melee
God
attacks involve her
Tempest,
throwing
which
the hammer.
increases ranged hammer damage and creates shockwaves with each hit.
Okay.
All Mother's Blessing and God Tempest can be modified with mastery skills to boost damage, increase the strength of shockwaves, and improve intrinsic generation and duration. In her comics, Jane frequently shows more finesse with Mjolnir than the Odinson, and that shines through in several new features in her combat kit. This includes Quickfire, a new ranged attack combo that allows the Mighty Thor to make a second, more powerful ranged attack by timing her next throw as she catches Mjolnir on its return. Jane's abilities, such as her ranged power attack, draw their inspiration from the epic combat in the comics. A great example of this is the Seek and Pin upgrade to her ranged attack, which empowers Mjolnir to seek out and pin enemies.
Also, you ain't got to really
aim.
target them.
Her
Really?
masterful control even extends to melee strikes with Earth's finest, which adds
That's
a hammer toss
interesting.
to her
That's
light
interesting.
attack combo for extra reach. Jane also puts her own spin on classic Odinson moves like Headstrong. She relies on her Thunder
Yeah, it
Kick,
looks like
a brutal
they're
front kick that
keeping
sends
her
enemies flying.
similar
The
to
Mighty
Thor,
Thor's hit
but
culminates in
she's gonna
the
have some
All-Weapon,
differences
her
in like
brand new
combo
ultimate
enders and
heroic.
stuff like that.
Drawn from the pages of her Thor and Valkyrie runs, Jane sends Mjolnir to seek and destroy nearby enemy targets on its own.
Okay, that's fully
Meanwhile,
different.
she calls forth Undiarn, the All-Weapon, to protect herself, reducing all damage taken while smiting her foes. The all-weapon has a full set of specializations and allows you to customize Mjolnir's strikes, making them faster and channeling powerful shock status against nearby enemies. Jane can even use Mjolnir as a personal orbiting defense shield. The addition of the Mighty Thor creates new team opportunities by adding a third flying warrior to the Avengers roster.
Yeah, we
Jane
most definitely
leans
need more
into
of
Thor's
those.
lightning-driven kit while adding exciting new abilities like epic enemy obliteration with Undiarn.
Very curious. Yeah, there we go. Come on, cosmetics and costumes.
In addition to her awesome godlike combat abilities, Jane has a variety of outfits drawing
Her
inspiration
design
from
is
the
really
comics.
dope. I think how they, I don't know if this is a redesign from the comics or whatever, but how they've worked with her design has been dope.
Additionally, Jane boasts unique takedowns, emotes, and nameplates. She also has her own hero challenge card and mission chain, allowing you to earn special rewards, including exclusive cosmetics and intel documents that delve deeper into Jane's story.
I wonder if they're gonna let us switch out the
The
hammers.
Goddess of Thunder brings fresh gameplay to Marvel's Avengers. Jane's Mighty Thor is an unstoppable force of nature that new players and seasoned vets alike will want to experience. Our recent changes to the leveling flow in Update 2.3 and event rewards in Update 2.4 make gearing a new hero smoother and more rewarding than ever.
Okay.
It's a great time to jump back into Marvel's Avengers, so get your team together and call down lightning on your foes.
And I think that's it. So yeah, I think she looks pretty damn dope. It's going to be automatic because she's clone similar to the way Kate Bishop was of Hawkeye, or Hawkeye was of Kate Bishop. So she's going to have some similarities in the moveset and stuff like that. But I think the most interesting thing about her is going to be how does her ultimate attacks work, how does her heroic attacks and stuff work. So I'm very interested to see how that's going to work. I know the character coming out, like, I think either today or tomorrow or something like that. So I'm gonna get a chance to play her when I'm off of work. I'm gonna try to stream. I really want to stream some video games, and most definitely want it to be Avengers. So I'll tell people if I'm going to stream. But yeah, I thought this looked pretty dope, and I can't wait to check her out. I'm very curious to see how much more of her gameplay is similar to the regular Thor, and I want to see some of the animations. What do they change up? How do they do something different here? So yeah, that's pretty dope. I'm very interested to see this character and how far they go with them. But for other things, I'm out of here. Peace.